Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Tenochtitlan, or should I say Mexica, Tlato, which is our current name. It is much harder to say, so I think I might just end up calling it the Tenochtitlan Empire, or maybe ex-Tenochtitlan. Either one of those will do. It is still our capital after all, so it's not a stretch to call it that. It's much easier to say anyway. And after consulting some maps in between episodes, I've been consulting the coalition map mode and to see the aggressive expansion that we have accumulated, which is very low still, but still it's starting to amass in some places. The main places where it has grown somewhat big, still not very big, is to the south and to the north. To the west over here, where the evil Purupecans live, they don't seem to care at all about our aggressive expansion. In fact, the only one that does is the closest one, and that only is 2 in aggressive expansion. So that means that we could take a little time to attack them and murder them. All of these would still be not accepted cultures in our land, so that could be also a reason not to do it. Since we have the cultural union, we might want to stay in our cultural union. They have taken 2 provinces that is in our cultural union though. So taking those would not be too bad. It would not be too bad at all, and they have some allies too. They have... which ones do they have allies with? Well, all of these. And they too have some that is in our cultural union. So we can take those that are in our cultural union and leave the rest to, well, not be, I suppose. Let's do that. That sounds like a wonderful plan. Sounds like a wonderful, wonderful plan. A plan that only a genius could come up with, or maybe the village fool. Or village idiot. Either one. Either one will do. I really want to get these last ones. And the morale of armies plus 10%. All of that would be very pretty. Very pretty to have. Though at the same time I still haven't made up my mind about the coercion and gradual centralization pick. It's a hard decision. Maybe we can get both, but at the same time we can't get both right now. I think, to start with, we will actually add in an advisor, which will be an unprecedented move for our sake. The reason why is just to get that tiny little bit more of administrative power, which will make it quicker for us to get those ideas that we want, that we so preciously desire. And we will have the guy called Kautemok. How am I ever supposed to know that? Like Ixtlilxoquitl? That's not human. I'm just saying that this language, these names, they must come from outer space. That is the only explanation. Because holy shit, they are really difficult. Really damn difficult. Though I suppose that it is not a language that was supposed to be used with the Latin alphabet. I mean, after all, they didn't know that Latin alphabet existed, so how the hell could they? So I guess that explains it. But still, I mean, I still remember, wasn't it, I think it was Johnny Quest, the TV series, Johnny Quest, New Adventures, whatever, Adventures of Johnny Quest. I love that TV show. But there's one episode that is about Native Americans and something about them being aliens or something, or at least at one tribe. It's very fussy to me. I really need to download Johnny Quest, and I really do hope that it will make a new one, because god damn it, I love Johnny Quest. Great TV show, great TV show. We can now take out these fellas, but we need to wait for their war to be done first. They seem to have lost most of their allies as a result of the war, so we'll see what happens in the war and then act accordingly. At the same time, we can make a claim on these fellas as well. Maybe one of our allies have done that? No, none of them have. None of them have. What is this? There's oh, we have claims on them. Maybe we should remove those claims if possible. Can we do that? No. Can't remove claims. It will remove itself. Just so they don't think that we're trying to take their provinces. Or anything like that. 5 discipline. Holy shit, this leader is good. So he not only gives you... He does give 5% moral of armies, but it also gives 5% discipline. And he's 63 years old and he's 556. What a brilliant, brilliant ruler. He's just great all around. I don't want him to die. Can we make him immortal? Is that a possibility? Can we pursue technology that would give him immortal life? Immortality, as it's more known. If so, sign me up, I will do it. I will go to the ends of the earth, which is, to be fair, not too far away. I mean, the earth kind of ends here. There's nothing beyond that. You fall off the map if you continue through this fog or whatever. Same thing on the other side. This is the known world. There's nothing beyond it. I mean, maybe that's what they thought back then. I wouldn't be surprised. If you think about it, if you removed all the knowledge you had, went to see if you're, presumably if you are on the coast, just look out to the sea. Can you imagine how big the world would be if you have just removed all knowledge? All knowledge that you have about anything. That's just kind of a mind-blowing thing. And that might just end up on I'm so deep, as one of them had. Yeah, I have such refined thoughts that no one else had ever come up with before. And you're damn right. Damn right. Original, deep, philosophical thoughts. Apparently they have no friends anymore. Let's take them. Let's take them while they have no friends, and also we might as well mothball all our forts. We don't need to have forts at this point. We still need to earn some money, and we don't lose as much legitimacy. An offer to rent conduct the area. How about no? How about absolutely not? We might also want to increase our army. Now we have more supply limit. You know, removing that fort maybe wasn't the best idea ever. It seems to have backfired a little bit. There we go. I like that when you retake them, the forts are still, well, deployed, or you need to mothball them again. So I guess that was the war. I suppose that was the war. We will do the whole province delegation thing after the fact, and just to get the money in our coffers. That's 385. That will give us the ability to make some nice stuff over here. So which one to pick? This one will have siege ability plus 25%. Siege is already pretty fast, mind you, so yeah, I don't think that will be necessary. That won't be necessary. Great Water Garden plus 2 prestige. And this one, technology cost and idea cost. Sounds better, I guess, than it is, but no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Right now it costs us 900 in base cost. There would be an additional 5 in minus. So that ends up being quite a bit, I would say. Oh, goddamn scroll. Now I'm scrolling too far again. There we are. I think Great University could be really good. This one can't be built if you already have a unique pyramid. So you can only have one type of pyramid at the same time. It's two to pick between. This one that is more about prestige, diplomatic reputation and legitimacy. Or this one, which is more about the army. At least at the top there. And then some other things. So, Great University it is. It will be 4 months to build. And right now we will need to switch them over to our religion. Though I think we will leave that to be our little friend here. They will be the ones having to take care of that. So, little friend, you will get some province from us. We will grant you the province of Teotihuacan. Teotihuacanco. There. And maybe also Metepec. Metepec. You might think, why would I give Metepec to them? The reason is simply that then I can feed them more of these areas, so not everything goes to Tlacopan. Well, we can... God damn it, so soon. Stop being like this. Well, we can take Sitacora as our own, and everything else will just be fine. This is a big province. Our borders are already messed up, so I don't think border gore is anything to even think about at this point. We're getting really close to getting some more technology here. Would love to get this to first. I think our imbalanced research is not there anymore. So it will be there for a second when we get this one. Or maybe we get this one first. We do. Has more administrative efficiency, which is always nice, and this one will give trade range, which is not very useful for us at the moment. This is colonial range by a lot, and global settler increase, which will, once again, not really be useful for us, since we don't use that too much. Early dedicated workshop. That is nice on the other hand, and we are now far ahead of time, which should give us a nice, what is it, trade efficiency? Being ahead of time? Maybe they removed that. I think they might have removed that. Oh, that's fine. Infantry compatibility through trading in cotton. So how much of the cotton trade do we dominate? We have control of 20%. So we have exactly what we need to get that modifier. So we could change at any point. Need to keep that in mind. Our legitimacy is not the stablest thing in the world. You can really see how empires like this can fall in on itself when they are fueled entirely through conquest and taking land and territory and money and slaves. Because then you need to take even more stuff. And now our general died, so that's a sad day. A sad day for our land. We still did get a fairly good general though, with some nice things, but not nearly as nice as the previous one. He will be forever remembered as a wonderful guy. A wonderful, wonderful guy. I think now expanding a bit to the south would be excellent. It really would be. But we can still lose some legitimacy. We should be able to have our Grand Festival. When can we do it? Grand Festivals, let's see, where is it? Grand Festival. Grand Festival, cooldown 1472. Oh, that is quite a far bit away. So yeah, legitimacy will be a concern. I think we need to be a bit more at war, if I'm going to be honest. So let's build up a spy network and do that. We can also declare war on these fellas. We cannot, in fact. Now we can. Alright, let's declare war on them. We will do it for our friends' territory. It's a Tlaco war goal. And they have some friends too, so it will hopefully be a fairly big war and fairly nice war. We will also mothball all forts, except for the ones on the border. The only problem right now is that resets the amount of people there, but it will be so many fewer clicks this way compared to the other solution, which is to do the exact opposite. Not mothball anything, but instead disable all of these forts one by one. And that's not really a solution. Not at all. This province will fall soon. We shouldn't feel any rush in winning over them or getting peace. We can take our time. We can take our time and be calm and cautious. Because we don't want that minus legitimacy. If we can avoid it, which we will try to avoid it as much as possible. There we go. That will be a nice battle. Excellent. Victories. Victories everywhere. And Triple Alliance soldiers will be recruited in sort of in lieu of the victory. Oh, I accidentally clicked on the trade thing. Alright. That's fair enough. I will try to... Come on! Is there trade things everywhere? I should just be careful then. There we go. That's some 21 men being recruited. Let's just recruit everyone that we need. There we go. 44 in total. That's a good number. We get a lot of tribute each time. About 60 gold. That's nothing to sneeze at. Nothing to sneeze at all. Who are we at war with? Apparently these guys. Forgot about them. Okay, this will be a nice battle. A big battle. Maybe it will be a victory. Maybe we will have our first loss. Well, it is fairly even, actually. We lost about the same amount of men on both sides. We won the battle, though. I think our morale is just higher than theirs by quite a bit. And it seems like some of their allies had to disband along the route back home. Because now their army has completely disintegrated. And now they want peace. We don't want peace though, we don't want to lose legitimacy. Not if we can avoid it. Let's draw out on this peace for a little while anyway. And get our men back up. We can now have 2 stacks of 22,000 men each. One will be a backup army in case of rebellion, and one will be the primary fighting force. The backup army will not have a general. Unless we end up with more generals than one. No peace. We could get peace with some of the other ones, like this guy. We don't need to be at war with him. We can just take it and take their money. That's a lot of money. As always. Lots of money. That's so nice. That's so nice. I wonder if it will take a long time to convert them. Not really. They seem to be very happy about being converted to our religion. Let's see how much money this ends up being. 53. Not too bad. That's some nice tribute. Military access? No. No military access. And at this point we could just mothball all the forts. They have no army anymore. We can wait until that modifier ends up coming, the whole desire for peace. What's it called? And we can just maintain our legitimacy at 100. 100 straight. That would be pretty nice. No peace, no peace. And here is uncolonized land. I wonder why this is uncolonized and not this, for example. Have these just not developed any... Oh, now they call for peace, that's right. No, think of this. We currently have modifiers that lower our war exhaustion at war by 0.15 in total. And this one increases by 0.1 each month. If I'm not incorrect, it does. So we can still be at war for about a year or so and reap the benefits from it. Which doesn't seem too shabby at all. I'm not opposed to doing that. Peace offer? No, not interested. Though, to be fair, we can have peace with these guys. We don't necessarily want to have them, we just want their money. With all of this money, we could build another great or unique building, the Military Engineer School. Let's do that. We want it, and we need it. And it will help us. Call for peace. Oh, it reset. Wonderful. Another year then. Ways to exploit the game. Somewhat. It's not a big exploit. We're not really exploiting the game. We're just making use of the ability to nullify the effects of one of our modifiers. That's not too bad. We apparently have a rival. Do we have anyone that we can set as rival to? Apparently we do. Who is this guy? Ihuatio? Oh, he's over here. Is he us? Our version of us? It is. He's also at a lake. That's quite literally us. They have a lake too. They even have more lakes. Yeah. Lakes. It's a bit of a shame that there's no more lakes. Imagine Mexico with like a big lake here, a big lake here, like a Mediterranean almost over here. That could be pretty nice. I have a friend that is from Mexico, and I mentioned to her that I think that, and this is my, I've done so much research on the topic, and my opinion has so much value for Mexican politics. I really think that they should drop Mexican, or Spanish. They should drop Spanish and adopt Nahuatl and speak that. I just think that would be the best way to do it. A bit like the Irish did with Irish. Just take that language. He was not too happy about the prospect. Can't blame her too. It's not an easy language to learn, and it would serve little point. We should at least try to treat the Nahuatl speakers a bit better, from what I've read. So I hope that happens. Mexico. Unidos Estados Mexicanos. I think that's their name. The full name. The United States of Mexico. Contrary to the United States of America. Which is another form of united. Yeah, one thing I should keep in mind, I forgot about that completely, is do not mothball the forts in territories that have an active separatist movement. This is stupid. And now we have reached the level where we do need to peace out, and we will do so. But first, before we will take all of these territory and their money. Apparently we can't take all the money, so since we are annexing them, where the hell will the remaining money go? Where will it go? Does it say anything here? This piece will cost Mexica 20. Alright. Alright, that's fair enough. We can expand Duhue Teocatl to the quarries. We will expand it. That cost us quite a bit. And now we can put our... Finally, we will have a rival. And then we will have to distribute this territory. So who will get it? This one will definitely go to Tlacopan. There's no question about that. Tlacopan, we will grant you a province. And we will grant you a core or a claim. And apparently they had Cali... Where is the Cali? Cali Mayan? No, you can't get that. Screw you. That's not yours. You will get instead the Tenochtitlan. You will also have the province of Tungareo. And you might as well be there. That will be it for you. Stop there. Then we will have Xicaltepec. We need to balance these out so they don't have too much each. It's bad policy to let them have too much. They will have Taximaru, and actually we will just have the rest. Ucario, and finally Yungapeo. That will be that distribution. So now Tlacopan can still expand here to the north. These guys will be able to expand to the east. We will have these as some sort of snake to the west, and we will take the south. Fair distribution model, everyone will be happy. I hope, anyway. And now we have that extremely annoying thing that we need to get rid of. And soon we will have the agriculture explosion. It will give us production efficiency and the early dedicated workshop. And after that we finally have the ability to have another idea group, and that will be nice. Let's speed up until we reach that point. Okay, bring all the eastern freaks. Our great city is large enough now that it houses several palaces, not just those of the Hue Tlatoani and their family, but of past speakers as well. Sumptuous dwellings which are occasionally occupied by the current speaker, guests, or utilized for festivals. However, Tlatoani, MI, has decided that the palace complex needs something else. Something for the edification of themselves, the nobility, and even of the general populace, to witness the wealth of their speaker. Most especially, it must be something that the speaker of Texcoco does not have. It's always fun when they have greed. We will be going into debt, and that's fine, because we can do that. We also have to invade someone to take their money. Which is fair enough. It's just something we can do. And maybe we can get some more money enough from... Because we will need to have 700. Tribute will be enough to pay for it. In time. And we will also getting more into debt, apparently. Expansion of the Hue Teocalli completed. Dedicated ceremony. Here we will get army tradition, religious tradition, and prestige. And lose some captives. That's fine. We'll get legitimacy, prestige, and stability. Seems to be this one that we will go for again. We need this one. Some more stability, which is always good. And then some more legitimacy, which is nice too. I just realized we can strengthen government, which is a way to use up all of our crap. Okay, our leader died. We now have a new guy and a really good heir. I'm happy about that. The death of the Huey Tlatoani. We should have the greatest... Oh. Alright. Only the greatest of funerals for our great leader to get that one stability back up and some more prestige. And we will accept the job. I need to lower the speed, holy shit. There we go. So what did he get? Oh, malevolent. That's not good. Our vassals won't like that a lot. Though their opinion nullifies pretty much everything else. Plus they're not strong enough to get the liberty to decide up for too much. Apparently there's a revolution in our friend. Let's just take them out before they do anything stupid. And since we don't have any money anymore, we really do need to go to war to get some money. It is the only way. The only way. And we will prepare for that by setting the spy networks in place. We might as well do it on free at the same time. Wait, that's stupid. Why free? Remove that one here. Everyone seems to be gathering up so much money and not using them for anything. If we take a look at the ledger, maybe that can give us some money. Let's see, this is the ledger cash. Holy shit, let's attack them. Balsas? Balsas, where are you? Balsas. Balsas... Balsas metals? Holy moly. I am happy to see you. Trade goods. Balsas metals. Oh, yeah. Alright, I am tempted to... okay, we know what to do. We will go for the Balsas metals. That will be our goal. This is where we will head. This is the promised land. Balsas metals. Alright, I got it. I finally got it. I understood what the point of this land is to do now. We will snake our way to the Balsas metals, take them for ourselves, and establish a wonderful, wonderful land. The only problem with the Balsas metals is that at that point we will have really bad communication. We already have difficult communication in parts of our land, and I would really love to be able to build one of those regional capitals that all the kids speak of these days. So that will be the goal for the next session. The next episode will be centered on getting to the Balsas metals, but also to finally pick the second or third idea group that we will get after this one is done. We need 822 power, which will be done fairly quickly. We have 9 per month. Should only take a couple of years to reach that. And after that, we can finally get started on expanding our empire to the greatest lengths there have ever been. All of them are snaking away here, except for this one. We need to build a snake here too. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.